Yes, girl. Yes, boy. Yes, whoever is watching this. By the beginning, y'all already know how I am feeling. So before I even get into what led me to feel that emotion, let's just kind of do a brief overview. So basically, from last season, the Snow Queen committed suicide, and now everyone thinks that they're free to go, and there's just this frozen wall up, and so now, Elsa somehow magically takes her magic powers, blasts through all the snow, but question, does anyone else wondering where all the snow went? Anyway, back to the storyline. So she blasts away all the snow, and, Anna, who's just never been to this land before, is all gung-ho talking about, oh, let's skippity-doo-dah-day off into the abyss. First of all, Anna, you are in Maine, America. You live in Arendelle, which P.S., I'm not sure if that's really a realm or an actual place, country, because they made it seem like it was an actual country in Frozen the movie. Alright, so Emma is all whoa, slow your horses there, pigtails. She touches it. Dairy Queen still got this curse on the town. Now they got to figure out another way to go through. All the while, nobody sees Hook slip into the forest. Not Henry, who was next to him. Anyway, so he slips back into the forest, and Belle's asleep on the bed couch thing, and he's telling Rumpelstiltskin what happens, and Rumpelstiltskin telling him what's about to happen, and then he's like, oh, Anna knows your secret, and he's like, yeah, la la la, woo woo woo, and then he's like, basically, I'm gonna give Belle what she's always wanted, la-di-dee, la-di-da. So he's telling Hook he's gonna lead them to this door that's gonna send them back through the portal. But the important thing is for Anna to never find out who he is, or that he's in this realm, or his plot will be screwed. And all while, back in the Outlaw Queen segment, which is what leads me to that reaction that I had. Okay, let's start off with this. So, Regina puts the heart back into Maid Marian because, Dairy Queen is dead, and she's thinking, alright, boom, this trick will be fine because she's now unmelted. And now she's awakened, and the first thing she does is run to Robin. So Regina's back in Granny's diner, which P.S., where is Granny? Just asking. So she's back at Granny's diner, and she's over there moping, and then in walks a body, which we as the viewers can see that's Maid Marian, but Regina is under the assumption that's Robin Hood, and she's all like, nah, you got to go. I don't need to talk to you right now. And then she's like, I think we need to talk. Regina's all like, what? And so he's all like, thank you for saving my life. Marian, she is all like, thank you for saving my life. And Regina is all like, don't mention it. She's like, but I can't forget because Robin won't let me forget. And basically, Marian is all like, his
heart moved on.
Yes, girl.
He's in love with you, Regina.
Yes, he is, girl.
And I think you're in love with him.
Yes, she is, girl. But Regina is all like, nah, boo, he's a man of honor, and you're his wife, so you win automatically. And freaking Maid Marian is like, hold up, back up, Beatrice. Let me explain something to you.
I don't want him to be with me out of obligation. I want to be chosen. If his heart leads him to me, fine. But if it does what I suspect and leads to you, I will step out of the way.
Ooh. Y'all, I was surprised. Legitimately, I was truly surprised that she was like, nah, I'll back up. You done saved me twice. You proved to me that you are no longer evil. You truly love him. He truly love you. I got you. If it's you, he won't. It's you, he gonna have, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, all good. So now, next time you see Outlaw Queen, Maid Marian is by the lake with Roland playing with him, and Regina's just watching them, her and Robin. And Robin's all like, I guess at the time he didn't tell Regina that he chose her. And so, he's like, Roland's so happy that Maid Marian is back, and and she's like, yeah, that's his mother. Of course he's happy. And, she's all sad, and Robin Hood is like, yo, whoa, boo, why you upset? I choose you. And she's like, you choose me. And of course, yo, everything was right in the world for like those 2 seconds, because then May Marian just passes out. Where did this come from? Can anyone explain to me where this came from? So May Marian just passes out and a strip of her hair turns gray and she's frozen. I don't understand where that came from. Like, why did she just randomly freeze like that? Like, how long has her heart been in her chest? Like, nah, that's some bull. But now Regina's like, there's no way to save her. The only way we can save her is crossing her through the freaking lines. And he's all like, yeah, let's do that. And then she's like, nah, you don't understand. She crossed through the lines. She can't come back. And you can't leave her there by herself. And he's like, what are you saying? What you mean? What am I saying, fool? I'm saying that you gotta go. We're rolling. Because I'm no longer the evil queen. And I have to do the right thing. And it's not right. Ugh. So, everyone goes to the line, and by everyone, I mean all of Robin Hood's married men and Regina. She's sitting in her car moping, and in walks Rumpelstiltskin, who's giving her a half behind goodbye, because y'all know what word was about to come out of my mouth, but you know I'm not going to say it. And he's all like, goodbye, and she's like, how did you get a happy ending? And I'm over here being good, and I ain't getting nothing. And he's like, because I take it. And then she's like, it don't sound like you good no more. It don't sound like you changed, Rumpelstiltskin, Mr. Gold. And he's all like, I've evolved. When Rumpelstiltskin say he evolved, that means he got worse. Point blank, period. So, the sweetest part of that scene was that he held her hand and was like, point blank, like, I do wish for you to find your happiness. Whether you choose to keep going this stupid route of being good, or whether you choose to go back to the right side, which is the dark side. That's not what I think, that's just what Rumpel thinks. I'm just saying it in his words. Boom. So, he gets out the car and he's like, oh, P.S. tell Henry that I love him and I'm proud of him, or whatever he said. He gets out the car and goes. So, Regina, gets out the car, and May Marian, they're saying their goodbyes or whatever, and then May Marian kind of goes, melodramatic trek. She falls back, and then they're like, you gotta go. So, she and Roland goes over first. Here's what I'm confused about. Anyone who crosses over that line is supposed to have memory loss, and they can't come back. How she come crossing over the line? Ain't got no memory loss. She lose that little streak. She ain't frostbitten no more. And everybody is happy. And she's like, Robin, what you calling for him for? You shouldn't even remember that he even exists. So right before Robin is about to cross over the line, he kisses Regina in the most passionate kiss. And that's when you see me in the beginning all like, no, Robin, don't go. Just let her go. She'll find someone else. She's pretty. But no. Robin kisses her, and then that's it. But, the tip of Regina's hand went out of that wall thingy, too. And, he's back there looking at her just he's looking at nothing, really, but he knows that she's there, and she knows that he's there, and it's just all kinds of sad. And Regina still has that one piece of paper where, it was the scene from the new book she was writing of her story of her life, and they were kissing, and then she just tears it up, and she walks away, and Knives is all looking at her like, that's real sad, bro, but, now that you're single, what's good? So that was the most important part to me of this episode. Let's get back into everything else. So Rumpelstiltskin still got freaking Captain Hook's heart, and he's leading him. Did anyone else forget that they can talk through people through the heart? I totally forgot that they can do that. Last time they did that was in Peter Pan season, part of season 3. Totally forgot that they could do that, but at the end of the day, they can. So he's talking to Emma as Captain Hook through his heart and telling them that, he found the door in the sorcerer's house, but nobody knows it's the sorcerer's house. They just think it's the author's house, which means that I'm right. I don't know if I told you guys this in any of my previous reviews, but in my mind, the sorcerer was the author of the book, and I was correct. So, they're going through the portal. What's her face? Elsa went through the portal, and then Kristoff goes through the portal, and then Anna, who has to talk for 5 seconds about everything, is just oh my gosh, I wish I could Mr. Gold. Who is he? I mean, in the Fast Life, and they were he must have been such a good guy, and he was actually, no, he was a powerful sorcerer, and then she was all Rumpelstiltskin, and then she's all Rumpelstiltskin? Well, he's a liar, obviously, and then they find out that they're at the clock tower, and then Rumpelstiltskin freezes Emma and Snow, who are stop! And Emma goes to use her powers, which I don't understand them. Why do y'all keep announcing that you're there? Just go your magic things. It would make the episode go by so much quicker, and you would have less stress in your life. Okay? time back in for this review. So he freezes them or whatever, and he goes to crush the heart, and he begins, and then he can't figure out why he can't do it, and all of a sudden, boom, you see Belle. Belle found the dagger. So Belle made him drop the heart, give it back to frickin' Hook, made him release Snow, and then she tells them to disappear to the state line. And basically what ends up happening is that she gives him this whole spiel about how she loved him, and she found this little arm thingy, which is supposed to lead you to what you love the most, which is your weakest link. And it led her to the dagger, the real dagger, not the fake dagger. And so she forced him to go across the line. Now, of course, I'm all like, oh my gosh, Rumpelstiltskin's across the line. What's going to happen? So now we're back in Storybrooke, which we never actually left. Just Rumpelstiltskin left. And like, Emma puts the heart back into frickin' Hook, and then she goes and has a drink with Regina, who's all sad and upset, and then Henry comes running in like, hey, the gang's all here. Mom, guess what I found? And he leads them back to the sorcerer's house, where he explored the house, and he found this freaking room that had all these books that looked exactly like his Once Upon a Time books, but they were blank, and so that means Operation Mongoose is, I guess, over, because they found the author, which was the whole goal of Operation Mongoose. So now they've got to find a new operation to figure out how she can rewrite her happy ending, which I hope this means that the Outlaw Queen is back, because for real, that gives me life. And then that was the end of Storybrooke. Then you see Rumpelstiltskin 6 weeks later, right? And he's in Manhattan. And he gets off on Madison Avenue. For those of you who are not from New York, let me explain something to you. There is no aquarium in Manhattan, especially not on Madison Avenue. So he gets off and he goes to some aquarium. What aquarium it is, I'm not too sure, because like I said, there is no aquarium in Manhattan. And he goes and he's talking to none other than Ursula. Yes, Ursula, Maleficent, and Cruella was all up in this episode too. I'm not even going to discuss that because I just touched on the parts that meant the most to me. But I will say this. A, like I said before, there's no aquarium in Manhattan, especially not on Madison Avenue. 2, I don't understand how Cruella is in the Enchanted Forest when Cruella is from this realm and she is just a dog snatcher. 3, I don't understand how and why they changed Maleficent's outfit to Angelina Jolie's outfit when before they had her almost looking like Barney with frickin' horns. I don't understand that. But that was this week's review of Once Upon a Time. My heart is stricken with grief over what they have done to my Outlaw Queen. Let me know what you guys think, how you guys feel. And that's it. If you guys want me to review a specific episode from previous seasons, let me know, because now I have no more reviews to give you until, like, life begins. So let me know what it is that you want me to do. With that being said, thank you guys so much. And in case you're wondering, hey, I know this background for my older subscribers. Yes, I am back in New York. It's the holidays. It's not Christmas if there's palm trees. Not to someone like me who's from New York. So yes, I am back home in my old room. And for all of my new subscribers who have never seen this room before because you didn't watch any of my older videos, this is my room in New York. The other room was my room in California. And with that being said, I'm ending this video. Thank you guys so much for always watching and subscribing and being patient with the lengths of these videos. I try so hard to make them shorter and shorter every time. Don't forget, rate, comment, subscribe, and share, because sharing is caring. And as always, I love you. Bye-bye.